Hey, Peter here with a video update with my Mustang Cobra Procharged build. So the last time I made this video, or last time I made a video, was when I was finishing up the install on the headers. So the headers are installed, and here's where we stand right now. Last night I spent a good part of the day putting the K member back in, putting the motor mounts back on. You can't even see the headers now because the K member's in there. So I spent a good part of the day doing that. And then when I got done, I realized that I had some clearance issues with the headers hitting the K member, especially on the passenger side. So there was really no way for me to tell how bad it was going to be until I installed the K member back in. I don't know how well you can see that, but that header tube right there is literally touching the K member bracket right there. So again, there's no really way for me to find out how bad this was going to be until I finished putting the K member in, which I did the other day. So needless to say, this K member has to come back out again. And what I'm going to have to do to fix that issue is I'm going to have to grind some of the K member with a grinder, grind some of the subframe of the car where it's hitting, and I'm also going to try to press in a part of, flatten that section of the header, maybe put like a little dent into it, basically, for lack of a better term, with a C-clamp, just to gain about a ½ inch of clearance that I need. I can't be driving around with a header touching the K member like that for obvious reasons. That could, obviously wear into the header and create a hole. Could create a lot of vibration issues. Could create, probably sound pretty annoying, vibrating all the time like that, and we don't want that. Another thing I'm going to do to hopefully remedy the problem is, I should have did this to begin with, but you can see in there I've got the stock motor mounts. I went ahead and ordered some urethane motor mounts, and what those do is they're stiffer than the stock rubber motor mounts, so the engine won't flex or have as much play with those, so that decreases the chance of these headers moving when I stomp on the car. And also, apparently, they raise the motor a little bit, maybe a ½ inch or so, so that will help us gain a little bit more clearance away from that K member. And one other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a washer, a 1/4 inch washer, to that motor mount to bring the motor up, another 1/4 inch. Hopefully with the combination of those, 4 things, grinding on the K member and the subframe, pressing in that, or flattening that section of the header, the new urethane motor mounts to reduce engine flex and raise it up a little bit, along with the 1/4 inch washer to lift the engine up a little bit more. Hopefully that will give me the clearance I need to get away from the K member. If that doesn't work, I'll have to go with a tubular K member, and I really don't want to do that. So that's where we are right now. Just another update. I ordered some new rims and tires, and I couldn't wait to put them on. And so you can see back there, those are black chrome FR500s from wheelreplicas.com. So I checked everywhere online. These were sold out everywhere. These 10-inch deep dish black chrome FR500s and 18-inch. And I couldn't find them anywhere, so I called up Wheel Replicas, talked to them, and apparently they had a set in there. I think I might have got the last set. But they came with American Muscle center caps. And my garage is really tight, but those are American Muscle center caps, so that tells me that Wheel Replicas obviously supplies American Muscle with their wheels. That's a good assumption, I think. But anyways, I got, I think, the last set, and I love them. They're sitting on, or they're wrapped in 305, 35, I believe, 18. Nitto 555R drag radial tires in the rear. They're pretty wide. I'd give you a shot from the back, but again, my garage door is closed, so I can't do that. But they're pretty wide. No rubbing on anything, despite how wide they are. They look absolutely badass, I think. And I can't wait to get the fronts on once we get this situation under control over here. So that's where we are. Next weekend I'm going to tackle the header fiasco. Next week we'll tackle the header fiasco. And also, just as an added note, the headers are really close to the clutch cable. I don't want to get under there right now because it's freezing out here. But the headers are really close to the clutch cable on this side. And they're also very close to the AC line over here on the passenger side down in there. So what I'm going to do to fix that is I've ordered some heat reflector or heat resistant wrap, I guess you could say, that's made to wrap around hoses and stuff. And I'm going to use that to insulate the AC line and the clutch cable away from the headers, because if they get too close to it, then the headers will melt those things, and that would not be a good thing. So I'll also give you an update on that when I get to that point. But for right now, we're stuck with the K-member and header issues. Let's hope we can figure it out next weekend. I'll update you later. Bye.